Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back in this video with my latest Marvel Legends custom action figure fresh off the workbench, and it's Netflix's Daredevil. In anticipation of that show, I've been quietly working away at this, and now I'm sure, like me, many of you are fresh from binge watching every episode. For the most part, I loved it. What do you guys think? For the custom, I spent quite a while kit bashing, experimenting with parts, trying to achieve realistic proportions, and not comic book stylized ones. Finally arriving at the ground up with the boots from a WWE Kelly 7-inch scale female feet, making a good size for male 6-inch scale ones. Yet they just had a hinge and no pivot, so I modified the ankle to give it a pivot, befitting of Daredevil's agility. Then above those boots and below the knees I used an X-Men 2 Wolverine, switching out this section and rounding off the bottom with a Dremel so they appear as if tucked into the boots. Then above the knee, and well, the majority of the rest of the custom, it's a Marvel Legends long shot, but I did crack the torso and switch in the crotch of the Superior Spider-Man just to get rid of long shots, ball jointed hips. Seems Marvel Legends are moving away from that style of joint, plus I felt Spidey's hips would make a more seamless transition into the leg, appearing more like succinct military style trousers that he wears. And you've probably already clocked the head for that of the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Iron Fist, using Milliput epoxy clay to sculpt over the detail of the eyes to make it look like cloth pulled over his face. Then for the tie in the back of the mask, I instead used the sash from Iron Fist's belt, purely because it was longer. When it came to painting the figure, I restricted my natural urge to dry brush the heck out of it, as I felt any highlights would distract from the shadowy feeling this costume had. In the build up to the show, when pictures were released and spread across Facebook and the like, I rolled my eyes at this costume and was like, can't they just cut straight to the more classic comic book looking costume? But now, having watched the show, I'm totally sold on the makeshift vigilante spirit of this costume. I love the way that it often made him appear as just a silhouette emerging from the darkness. Unlike the costume, I committed a higher level of deco to the half of his face that's visible both in the flesh tone and then in the stubble, which seemed to be a signature look for Matt Murdock. Something I added as I paused between episodes was his batons. Those I cut down from wooden shish kebab skewers, adding some paint deco to give them more of a gritty realness, and the hands I picked for the customs have hinged fingers so they hold these really comfortably, and here he is ready to clean up the streets of Hell's Kitchen. And then here he is alongside some other luminaries from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Anyway, for my previous custom, click the video on the right. I sure would appreciate it if you could reward my efforts by giving this video a big thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.